Hey guys, today on People Now, another death at the same Dominican Republic hotel where a Maryland couple were recently found dead.
Chip Gaines opens up about how marriage and kids made him a better person in this week's People Cover story.
Jennifer Lawrence opens up about her fiancé for the first time. We'll tell you what she's saying.
The stars of The Handmaid's Tale want a meeting with Bachelorette Hannah B. It is true, and the show star Amanda Brugel tells us why.
Plus,
you're a total original and you have so much to offer.
Too much if he has this dress.
Star of Lifetime's new movie, Very Valentine, Kelen Coleman is here with a special preview.
It's all live today on People Now. Let's go.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome to People Now. How are you?
I'm great. I love a good Wednesday.
I love a good Wednesday, too. How about this? Praise be, Season 3 of Handmaid's Tale. It's finally here.
Very exciting.
Series star Amanda Brugel stopped by to fill us in on everything that we need to know going into the new season, even revealing that the cast has dance battles, like big dance-offs.
Costume,
Yeah.
which is crazy. So we want to know which Handmaids group do you think would win a dance-off? Is it the Handmaids, is it the Wives, or the Marthas? Vote in our People poll or tweet us your answer with the hashtag PeopleNow.
We'll check in on those results, see what you think in a little bit, and we'll get all the deets from Amanda on the brand new season. But for now, here's what you need to know and what's trending for today. We begin with some tragic news. A Pennsylvania woman died at the same Dominican Republic hotel 5 days before that engaged couple from Maryland was found dead. Fox News is reporting Miranda Shop-Werner collapsed and died in her hotel room at the Bahia Principe Hotel in La Romana on May 25th, shortly after enjoying a drink from the minibar. The 41-year-old had just checked into her room with her husband Daniel Werner to celebrate their 9th wedding anniversary. But Daniel's brother told Fox News that an hour after mixing a bottle of alcohol with a soda in the hotel room, Miranda had collapsed. Daniel attempted CPR before calling for help. Paramedics tried to revive Miranda, but she was declared dead soon after. This happened only 5 days before an engaged couple from Maryland also passed away in the same hotel. They were found unresponsive in their hotel room on May 30th after missing their scheduled checkout. The cause of death for that couple was noted as respiratory failure and pulmonary edema, or fluid accumulation in the lungs. Get this though, Daniel's brother told Fox News that is the same cause of death for Miranda, adding because they died 5 days apart and the cause is the same, it is, quote, beyond coincidence. On Tuesday, the U.S. State Department confirmed the 3 American deaths. 2 people and representatives at the Bahia Principe Hotel in La Romana did not immediately respond to People's request for comment. We'll keep you updated on that story. In this week's People Cover story, Chip Gaines is remembering what it was like to go from bachelor to married man with his wife of 16 years, Joanna. Chip says before they met back in 2001, he was in no rush to settle down. But things changed for the fixer-upper dad when he met Joanna in her father's auto shop in Waco, Texas. That's where true love always emerges. He tells People, quote, it just kind of clicked in my brain. This is going to work, he said. And he also reveals there was an adjustment period for him after they were married in 2003 because he wanted to become a better person. Now, the couple welcomed 4 kids in the first 5 years of their marriage, and Chip happily embraced fatherhood. He says, quote, I love watching my kids grow up and try new things. Whether they succeed or fail, just to be their cheerleader on the sideline is the best feeling. They welcomed their 5th child, their son Crew, almost a year ago. Chip is reflecting on that big change, saying, he forced us to slow down and not take ourselves too seriously. You might be sitting there on some important phone call. You think in the back of your mind, oh, I'm doing a big thing. I'm changing the world. And he launches pureed carrots at your face. It's the life with a little kid for sure. After 16 years of marriage, a successful TV show, an upcoming TV network, and their booming Magnolia business, life honestly couldn't get any sweeter for Chip and Jo. But Chip says it is Joanna who should get all the credit. He tells People, quote, to be married to her and raising kids together has been the honor of my life. I tell my kids this a lot. She's the one that makes this whole thing go around. For more with Chip, you can pick up a copy of People on newsstands Friday. All right, moving on to this. Tuesday, Khloé Kardashian revealed that she is moving following her split from Tristan Thompson, with whom she shares 1-year-old daughter, True. Khloé shared the news on her Insta stories Tuesday night. Take a look at this.
It's because I'm moving and guess who's here? The home edit to make me happy.
Oh my God,
Thank you.
So
and
excited.
Listen to how excited these lunatics are.
No, you don't even know. So excited. We're I know.
That is so exciting. The Home Edit is a Los Angeles and Nashville-based home organization service. Khloé is not moving away, but rather making Los Angeles her permanent home once again. It's according to Entertainment Tonight. Khloé has been living in a rental property while her Calabasas home gets renovated. Now, the news comes after Khloé opened up to BFF Malika about her on-again, off-again romance with NBA star Tristan Thompson on her reality show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Like you and Tristan are okay?
It's really hard to regain trust. The energy I have towards True, that's all that matters to me. And if that starts to be affected by me wondering, what's Tristan doing? Where is he? I will be out in 2 seconds. Nothing is worth that for me.
Are you still in love?
I know I love him, but still, I'm not gonna act like nothing's wrong. He counts, it's been 7 months, and this, I'm like, so it's been 7 months.
Yeah.
Like, I'm allowed to do things when I wanna do it, but he also needs to know your one stupid weekend or whatever you did, look what it did to, 3 years of a relationship. You just demolished it by that, so was that worth it for you?
Actually, she's really framing it well. That's exactly right. And the news regarding Tristan's infidelity broke just 2 days before Khloé gave birth to True. That was in April of 2018. Nearly a year later, in February 2019, if you don't remember, rumors swirled again regarding Tristan's infidelity, that time with Kylie Jenner's best friend, Jordan Woods. Minus a since-deleted tweet where Tristan wrote fake news, he's never publicly addressed any of these allegations. Kourtney appeared on Ellen back in April and opened up about Khloé and Tristan's on-again, off-again romance. That topic came up when Ellen asked Kourtney if she thought Khloé and Tristan would ever get together again. Hear what Kourtney had to say about that.
She's very strong, and that I just feel like she's in a really good place. Like, I know what it's like to want to make your family, stay together, because I worked really hard at that for many years. But, I think she's just, it's like, this is what's happening right now. I think she's really good at dealing with her emotions. And I think moments like this, really bring our family closer together. And, you realize how important family is.
The family has each other's back no matter what. And to see the rest of Khloé and the Kard Jenner fam's life unfold, you can check out Keeping Up with the Kardashians. It's a little show on E! Sundays at 9 o'clock. All right, guys, Mindy Kaling is getting candid about motherhood to her now 18-month daughter, Catherine. In Glamour magazine's June digital issue, the busy 39-year-old actress admits that she would have put motherhood off indefinitely if it didn't happen in its own time. When asked if there was ever a right time to have a child, Kaling responded saying, quote, "No, there wasn't. I always knew I wanted to be a mom, but I would have put it off and put it off. I'm happy that it happened when it did. I would have put it off indefinitely." Mother-daughter bonds are important to Kaling. The Mindy Project star lost her mother in 2012 due to pancreatic cancer. When speaking about the countless women who have waited to get pregnant and then it doesn't happen, Kaling recalled her relationship with her mother. She said, quote, "For me, my relationship with my mother was such an integral part of my life. Thinking back to our relationship is still such a huge source of my happiness day to day, so I'm grateful for having Catherine." Kaling hopes to bring that source of happiness to her daughter and preserve their bond, keeping it separate from the actress's public life. 18 months in, Kaling has never shared her daughter's face on social media. The actress made it clear that while she may have an open nature, it doesn't apply to Catherine. She tells Glamour, "I'm on social media and like sharing with people what my interests are and how my day's going and all of that, but I do feel entitled to have privacy about my daughter and my relationships." She continued by saying, "It's really essential to my life that there be something not everybody knows about." That makes a lot of sense. One thing she did tell people about one of her relationships is that former The Office co-star BJ Novak, who is the godfather of the daughter, is like family. The two met on the set of The Office back in 2004. They worked together for 8 years. Now they're best friends, and he's a big part of her daughter's life. And Kaling says that she feels lucky to give her Catherine a comfortable life, and she would love for her daughter to admire and emulate her career path without her daughter feeling anxiety around it. However, she hopes that her daughter will choose another career, she says, because of how hard her career is. Kaling tells Glamour, "You need to harden yourself to get through it." And Kaling credits the difference between her and her daughter with the fact that she had both of her parents growing up, but she is raising her daughter alone. That's why Kaling tells People in this week's issue that she hasn't quite found the balance between her busy career and motherhood. Kaling is starring in a new film, Late Night, which she wrote. She says it was inspired by her early experiences in show business. Looks hilarious. And she tells People, "When things get so bad that there's a work emergency, I know I have to jump in there. Then when I'm working and I'm worried my baby's going to start calling her grandfather mama, I'm like, okay, I need to go back home." One thing Kaling is handling rather well is the lack of sleep that comes with juggling both her career and baby. She says after being a TV showrunner, she's used to getting little sleep. She tells People, when I was up every 3 hours to feed my baby, it was not a huge rude awakening for me. Now, despite her hectic schedule, she says she's the perfect amount of busy and she's proud of how far she has come. And if you think about her just career and all the things we've heard about her over the past year or two, she has really been through and accomplished so much.
I was just going to say, when I think of Mindy Kaling, I think of someone that does it all. I also like that she keeps her daughter off of social media in a world where there's baby accounts for like kids.
Literal separate accounts.
Actually, yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I mean, to each their own, but I think it's really wonderful she's keeping that private.
Too good for her. And you've got more for us in Star Trek.
I do. We are kicking off Star Trek today with a much anticipated summer return of an iconic TV show. Watch this.
It does feel surreal. Like, I just never thought that this would ever happen again.
Oh, I feel like this is 10 years of praying to get to this.
We are heading back to the hills because the rest is still unwritten.
Oh.
In the new issue of People, we're catching up with the stars of the OG series that ended 9 years ago. Crazy that much time has passed. Heidi Montag, Spencer Pratt, Whitney Port, Brody Jenner, and more are dishing on what we can expect from this summer's reboot. While they may be older and wiser, that doesn't mean they've outgrown any of the drama. The breakout stars Lauren Conrad and Kristen Cavallari are sadly not taking part in the reboot, but there is one new exciting addition, actress Misha Barton. I'm so excited for her to come on. Misha starred on the hit series The OC, which is the actual inspiration for MTV's Laguna Beach, which in turn spawned The Hills. So this is what she had to say about her Hills debut.
It is pretty ironic, I'll give you that, because I mean, the OC, I was so busy doing the OC that all I really remember of the original Hills was like when I used to hang out with like Nicole Richie and stuff, and she'd be like, oh, there's this like reality show that's filming at this event and we've got to go like check them out.
Now you're a part of them, girl. I think it's gonna be really fun. You can see more from the Hills cast and People TV special The Hills New Beginnings and in People on Newsstands Friday. All right, on to this. Jennifer Lawrence is opening up about her fiancé Cook Maroney for the first time. At the premiere of her latest movie, X-Men Dark Phoenix, the actress told Entertainment Tonight that getting engaged to Maroney was a very, very easy decision and that he's, quote, the best person I've ever met in my whole life. That's wonderful. The couple started dating in June of 2018 and got engaged in February when J.Lo was spotted out in New York City donning a diamond ring. A source told People at the time that the art gallery director is a great guy, that he's smart and funny and really keeps Jennifer on her toes. The source added, he doesn't treat her like a celebrity like the other boyfriends did. He's definitely the coolest guy she's dated, and he's not affected by Hollywood. I think that's very important. While J.Lo is ready for marriage, it seems she's also ready to say goodbye to the X-Men franchise. She told the outlet that Dark Phoenix is probably her last time playing the all-blue Mystique. She's played the role since X-Men First Class back in 2011. She's apparently happy to put all that makeup behind her, saying, I don't even think I'll do aging makeup ever, just nothing, stop painting my face. X-Men Dark Phoenix is the 12th film in the X-Men franchise, hits theaters Friday, June 7th. Well, Idris Elba is in newlywed bliss. The actor and his new wife, Sabrina Dowry, tied the knot in Morocco on April 26th, and the actor is completely smitten. The couple is featured on the cover of British Vogue, the July issue. In the interview, Idris reveals that even though he wasn't looking to get married again, Sabrina brought out his best side. He says the two have been literally inseparable since they met, explaining, quote, Sabrina has deepened friendships with people I've known longer than her, nurturing the best side of me to make me connect to my friends more. Very beautiful. Now, as far as their wedding, it was a true celebration of love. Idris says he wanted his guests to, quote, leave remembering the importance of love, adding, behind all the glitz and the flowers, that's what matters. The couple exchanged vows surrounded by friends and family at a small luxury hotel that had extensive gardens in the Palm Grove of Marrakesh. Sabrina wore 2 custom Vera Wang gowns, while Idris wore a classic black suit. Idris met Sabrina while working on his film The Mountain Between Us. In 2017, he told People that falling in love while making a movie about falling in love is pretty special. He proposed to Sabrina in February of 2018. He previously told People that his proposal was the most nerve-wracking thing for him ever, but making someone feel super special and feel his love was pretty romantic for him. The newlyweds recently hit the Met Gala red carpet just last month, marking their first public appearance as a married couple, and we love them together. And those are your Star Treks for today.
Stay with us, guys. Alec Baldwin is opening up about life as a dad and the differences he's seeing between his young daughter and sons. Plus, Christina Aguilera takes us behind her new Vegas residency and whether we could see an ex-Tina Cher collab in the future. Could it happen? We'll find out coming up in a bit.
All right, Handmaid's Tale star Amanda Brugel revealed to us that the cast has choreographed dance battles on set in costume. More on that later, but for now, we've been asking you which group from the show would win a dance-off. Let's see what you think.
Handmaids.
We don't want to spoil what she says.
No, she's one of the Marthas.
She's one of the Marthas, so.
Might skew what you think. We'll find out. Anyway, stick around. We'll hear even more from Amanda in just a bit, but for now, we move on to this.
A source tells People that Game of Thrones star Kit Harington has been overstressed for a long time. This is just days after we learned he is seeking help at a wellness facility. The industry source tells People that Harington knows he needs help to temper some of his demons, adding that Kit has seen overwhelming success in his career, was unprepared for it at this level.
Kit starred as Jon Snow on Game of Thrones for 8 seasons, and the source tells People he checked himself into the facility to work on his stress management following the emotional end of the show. I mean, obviously a lot of pressure there to be thrust into the spotlight like that. And the source says Kit loves his work. Game of Thrones transformed his life and his career. They add to see that come to a climax would be tough for anyone to experience.
All of a sudden, after all that time, it's just gone. A Game of Thrones insider also told People that the role and the level of fame that was thrust onto someone so young and just out of drama school was a lot, adding he took it very seriously, but was extremely stressful. Harington recently told Variety that it was terrifying being in the spotlight. He felt really concerned about if, quote, I could even bleeping act.
Wow.
Which is crazy because he's an amazing actor, but it was just so stressful he didn't know.
Always that internal doubt, right?
Yeah.
Kit's wife, Rose Leslie, has been supportive of her husband through all of this. He met Leslie on the set of Game of Thrones. The couple married in the summer of 2018. Clearly, it's important to have someone very close for support. You can also see why he ties so much emotion to that experience on Game of Thrones. It's literally where he met her and all of
Changed
that.
his life so much. Those close to the star say that Kit is now doing well. An industry source told People that Kit needs to stay in good health, get a grip on what comes next, adding he is now on the right track and taking charge of his mental and physical health. The Game of Thrones insider adds that with the show done now, Harington has said goodbye to Jon Snow. He just needed help to figure this out and be himself.
Well, we hope he's doing well. Kit isn't the only one from Game of Thrones who has wrestled with insecurities and the pressures of fame. His on-screen sisters, Maisie Williams and Sophie Turner, they've both spoken out about their struggles. Williams told the Happy Place podcast that she still lies in bed thinking about all the things she hates about herself. Meanwhile, Turner told Australian Marie Claire everyone needs a therapist, especially when people are constantly telling you you're not good enough. And that would be tough. And it's interesting when you hear these people that have such great success that they are going through this. I think it helps all of us to understand, okay, we can all sort of take their advice and learn to process these types of feelings.
But it breaks my heart to hear that because they have this amazing experience, and it's just sad to know that they've had these struggles, but everyone does. So at least they're open about it and it's helping other people.
One of those things where you know, 10 great comments, one bad one, all you think about is the bad one.
It's like we can only encourage people to be nice on the internet and we get feedback and
stop the bullying, guys.
All right, moving on to this. Alec Baldwin is one of the busiest and most successful stars in Hollywood, but his favorite role is being a father.
Alec is a father of 5, Ireland, whom he shares with ex-wife Kim Basinger and with wife Hilaria Baldwin, Carmen, Raphael, Leonardo, and Romeo. Now, Alec tells People, everything I do and don't do revolves around my family.
Now, his priorities have shifted since becoming a husband and a father again later in life. He gushes over his little ones, saying this, my kids are such interesting people. Carmen needs to have her own talk show, a reality show. She's 5. I can never take my eyes off her when she's talking.
So what does Alec have to say about his sons? Well, he says boys are boys, so they're a little more primal. Carmen's ready to go to Vassar tomorrow. The boys have a sippy cup in one hand, a sword in the other. I'm sure it is wild around the house. I will just say this, though. My 2 little girls, at least one of them would have the sword in her hand.
Yeah.
Like, she's ready to go to battle any day now.
I mean, I bet your little girls could have a talk show, too. I think it's funny that he talks about his girl
There
like
they
that.
are, ready to talk, as we see.
Starting Friday, you can see Alec in Framing John DeLorean, part movie, part documentary. Alec stars as the disgraced 1980s auto mogul. Fun fact, John DeLorean actually said in the early 2000s he wanted Alec to play him in a biopic of his life, so that's really cool. Alec said it was very flattering to hear DeLorean wanted him for the part, but nothing came to fruition until now.
Yeah, I caught up with Alec to talk to him about this meaty role and the process to becoming DeLorean and what he discovered while playing the disgraced auto mogul. Watch.
With this movie, we had a certain amount of time that we could spend, and we had to try to get as close as we could. And when I would see the film, I would see the footage, you know, in some ways it wasn't too bad, but I think it's just really a representation like other wigged and prosthetic people I've played. It's just a kind of a representation. And that much more kind of finer thing people do, that takes so much time to get that right. I knew his story. I think the thing that was the most affecting to me is that DeLorean is yet another person who, he could have had a great career. And if he stayed in the lanes, you know, he could have had a great career. And he did have a great career before everything went bad. And you know, when he was at GM and he was you know, rolled out the GTO and had all of his successes at GM, he could have gone on. But you know, like a lot of people who have these problems, he had to do it his way.
Yeah.
And in doing so, he wound up just ruining his life.
Wow, I'm very excited to see this.
They did such a good job on this. Check it out. Framing John DeLorean hits theaters this Friday.
All right, Christina Aguilera is taking Vegas by storm with her new residency, Christina Aguilera. The Experience is at the Zappos Theater at Planet Hollywood.
It just kicked off this weekend, and tickets are on sale now. Our Meredith affiliate Fox 5 Vegas caught up with Christina in Vegas, where she gave us a taste of what we can expect.
For a show that's going to be in Vegas, you know, you gotta go big. You know, I've been a huge fan of Cirque shows, and I was inspired by some of that, and really telling a story, not just putting on a show, a concert, and doing a bunch of songs. Everyone just for a moment getting a break from life and having a moment to get a 5-sensory experience here. I mean, we have, you know, things for touch, and we have scents coming through the vents in certain moments to bring visuals to life. There's so much going on and so much to see. It's hopefully a sensory overload.
Hey, I'm here for that. I would definitely go see that show.
Oh, it looks fierce. And it's perfect timing that the opening of her residency coincides with the beginning of Pride Month. Christina has been a huge supporter of the LGBTQ community over the years. So many messages about embracing being yourself in her music.
And she says that her new show is meant to be a safe space for everyone out there who struggles with that. Take a look.
Before Genie was a song from the Disney Mulan soundtrack, Reflection. It literally references in the lyrics, if I wear a mask, I can fool the world, but I cannot fool my heart. And these are things that I think are true to everyone in life, but especially for, you know, LGBTQ community has been so amazing to me, and, you know, I just want to give back to anyone that feels that they may feel isolated or unwanted or unaccepted for some reason. You know, I went through so much of that as well in my life, and I think that we can all unite as one under one roof and celebrate that, celebrate our differences and the fact that we're all speaking the same language tonight in music and feeling something from the heart that's genuine and real, and giving people that safe space in the community to celebrate themselves, to celebrate life and living. So that's what I hope this show provides for people, is that safe space to just be themselves and be free and unmask who you are.
I love that message. Now, Cher is performing her classic Cher residency in the same city, actually just down the street. She's holding it down in the Park Theater at the Park MGM.
So, could Christina and Cher team up, make our dreams come true, Christina?
That would be incredible. We did our movie together, Burlesque, which was an incredible experience. I mean, my God, she's just so amazing. An original badass woman. It's just so awesome to come to even a venue of this with the history that it's had, a lot of great female energy. I mean, like, yes, having all of us on stage at the same time would be epic. But she is a queen, like a royal industry, badass female, you know, queen of queens. I definitely have a snippet of her saying something extremely powerful in a section that celebrates women and empowerment.
Well, you just put yourself out there. You're a total original and you have so much to offer.
Too much if he has his dress.
Nah, you look ripe and juicy. Ma, if you really want me to meet a nice guy, why did you put me at a table with your friends?
Well, Meghan and Harry split up the family at their wedding.
Because we have so much in common with the royal family.
I'd like to have their staff.
But Meghan found her prince, and so can you.
I'm happy.
Joining us today is Kelen Coleman, who you just saw in a clip from her new Lifetime movie, Very Valentine, premieres Saturday. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having
The
me.
bright dress.
Yeah.
Bright dress,
Good,
so you know that I'm here.
Do you like watching? Do you like watching yourself? You're watching you watch?
I don't that much, no. I get through maybe one time, and I'm very harsh and critical, and then I had to watch it again to get rid of that and really take it in.
You do a great job.
Thank you.
You really do. You play Valentine.
I do.
What was it about this character that you connected to the most? What did you love about her?
Well, when I read it, I just felt like she was me, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it was very relatable. She's around my age. She is the girl who is the girl next door, loves to eat, loves, has a passion about her career, and also wants to be in love. Like, there was a lot of themes that were...
It's like, yeah, I can do this.
Are you a hopeless romantic?
I am I'm very hopeless romantic. I need a guy who matches that, though. We need to get a guy who matches my romance so that it's not only me doing it.
That is essential, yes.
I've had it. It's out there.
The movie takes place in New York and Italy. You guys shot in Bulgaria.
We did.
Wow. Had you ever been there before?
I'd never been to Bulgaria.
What were your top moments or things from Bulgaria?
The people. The people are so nice, so hardworking, very welcoming. I really enjoyed everyone I met. So that was cool. And just having the cast on this is so good and so wonderful as talent and as people. And we're all we have a WhatsApp.
Oh, okay,
oh my gosh.
nice.
It's the Very Valentine WhatsApp, and all of us are constantly writing each other.
What do you guys all talk about from your experience in Bulgaria the most?
Oh gosh. Each other.
Yeah.
Or,
is it each other? Yeah.
Yeah, probably just inside jokes and making fun of somebody that's in the chat.
Okay. Yeah. When you were filming, were there any moments the cast went out, had a rowdy time?
Yes.
Give us the
We went to karaoke. The little time off we had, we went to karaoke one night, and it was pretty empty. And then by the end of it, everybody shows up. From, I guess, all of Bulgaria. No, but a lot of people showed up.
Everyone was there.
Yeah, we made it. And we're just, at one point, Liam McIntyre, who plays Roman, he did some German song, Das, Da, and he was growling. It was an interesting group and array of songs.
What's your go-to? What's your go-to karaoke song?
My go-to is, now you have to tell me yours. My go-to is actually Any Kamosi Hot Stepper.
Wait.
Hot Stepper.
Oh, yeah.
Or Amy Winehouse, Valerie.
Oh, wow.
Or what's my new one? I want to do Tricky. Tricky.
Yeah.
Because Liam and another girl, Janine, in the thing did it.
That's a good one. No, Tricky's a good one.
Please all do this together. What's yours?
Something to talk about.
Yes.
Yeah.
I Can't Make You Love Me is my third.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm No Diggity. I like the way you work it.
Yeah,
It's a fun one. So everybody gets in it.
Now I feel like we need to go
the
do
longest
karaoke
one ever,
or something.
That's I want to stay up there for a while. Let me ask you this. Yours is long. Yeah, No Diggity's kind of long too.
They cut us off. They literally turned it off.
You got a scar in Bulgaria. I'm assuming this has nothing to do with karaoke.
No.
What happened?
I got bit by a dog on the first day of shooting. I got
welcome to
attacked.
Bulgaria.
I don't know if you can see it. It's been
What? On the street? What happened?
Yeah, there's a little dog, and it's the first day. We're by the Black Sea, and I'm like, oh hi, and he starts like, okay, I shouldn't. I'm like, yeah, and then I wouldn't give up because I need everyone to love me,
including that dog.
Including the dog. So I get down on the ground, and I'm like, he can smell me, just so he smells me. And he was very far away, and all of a sudden he's very nice, and comes there. All of a sudden it was like he jumped 5 feet, hi, and just latched on. And I just kind of went, okay.
Because you don't want to jerk away because it'll rip.
The guy took the dog, and then Paolo, who plays Gianluca, the other love interest in this, just looked at each other and started laughing. And then I went, oh, and I'm bleeding. And this is great. And I was
Did you need stitches or anything?
I did it, but you can see them.
Yeah.
You can see it right there.
Those scars. That is the new one. But those are all.
Are you more afraid now to go by dogs, or like, I'm still gonna do it?
Sometimes if I go, are they okay? Now I ask, is this okay to pet?
Yeah. It's a weird thing to say, but I feel like you're the right person for that to happen to. You seem very positive and like you're going to just breeze right by it.
I didn't tell anyone. I actually went to a PA and I said, we're not going to tell anyone, but I was just attacked by a dog. Send the medic to my room if you could. If you have time.
I may need some shots, but only in between
maybe
shooting.
rabies.
Yeah. You also got to work with veteran actor Jacqueline Bisset.
Yes.
Hello. No big deal. What'd you learn from talking to her, watching her?
I mean, she's just a pro, and she knows so much about what she's doing. She can tell you exactly where to put a light and, to make everyone look good. She's just, and watching her is the fun part because it's just so easy to be in a scene with her because you're just watching her.
Yeah.
And that's kind of all you need to do because it is so real and it's right there in front of you.
She could have some stories. Just
my gosh, I heard some of them. But she'd have to share them with you.
A movie based on a book, based on a trilogy. So any chance of a sequel?
there's a very good chance there might be more movies, but we'll have to let Lifetime.
I think that's
There's two more books, so
yeah.
The material's there.
The material is there, and the author is so great. I've been with her the last 2 days, and she is a firecracker, Adriana Trigiani, and she's just like. I mean, if you met her, you'd be like, wow, the whole energy would be bursting out.
Well, I feel like you're kind of a firecracker too, so it's like
Basically, on the group text today, my dad, Daniel, who plays my dad, he goes, "How come I feel like this woman, or the writer of our screenplay and the book, is just an author version of you?"
Yeah.
So that gives you an idea of what she's like.
Well, we'll be hoping for more of that. Also, what caught our eye? You're part of Big Little Lies.
I am. Yeah. I was on every episode the first season. This season only 3, and we'll see, because I know nothing, even though I was on it.
Second season, June 9th. Can't tell us anything.
Yeah.
What's the takeaway from being a part of that, working with all those strong women?
I mean, that's another thing. I just got to sit there and watch all these amazing women that I've looked up to for so long, and also that are so down to earth and cool. I mean, I would sit with Shailene and just talk to her for hours and about our relationships and life. It's just very welcoming and really great this year.
We hear there's a story about a disco party.
Oh, in the show, there's a big birthday party, and we were all dressed up. Very interesting. I ended up looking like Cher. I had a wig. I said a wig. My hair is already long and dark, but I think it was shorter at the time, and so I ended up with a long black wig and very tall, and obviously, but then there's Nicole, who's much taller than me, and Laura Dern is much taller than me, and they're all dressed up all day, just with like Farrah Fawcett hair and like hippie clothes, and it was very interesting to see everyone.
I can see you doing the Cher. I can see you pulling it off. Did anyone else pull off their costume like spot on?
I mean, all those women were just spot on. Of course, like the hair and makeup for everybody was so amazing.
Well, we are so excited for that. Are you gonna do like a viewing party, or?
I don't know. I mean, I'm definitely doing one for Very Valentine Saturday at 8. Saturday. But then, maybe I'll do one the next night too.
Good to be you.
All right, so time for a little game. Ready?
Yes,
so
I love games.
Rapid fire questions. Get to know you better.
It's gonna get real hot, as you
really
can see.
bad rapid fire, but I'll try to be short with answers.
Have you ever stolen anything from set?
Yes.
What was it?
Stolen? Oh, they gave me a lot of my clothes on this movie, which was nice because it never happened before.
That is really cool. The whole wardrobe.
Yeah. They gave me a lot of things. I'm actually carrying the purse that I carry in the movie, so
Nice. All right, what is your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, people maybe like mastication noises, like loud eaters and chewers. People talking in movies. What?
Oh, stop.
Yeah.
Unless it's me, and then, oh well.
Well, you have something important to say.
Very
no one else
important.
What Big Little Lies co-star would you go on a road trip with?
Shailene.
Why is that?
Because we had some really good conversations. So I think that it would be the most like natural. But I mean, if I had to choose, Meryl Streep, I guess. Who doesn't want to go on a road trip with Meryl Streep?
Absolutely.
All right, ideal Valentine's Day.
Oh man, being with the person, but if I have to go crazy, like, something along the lines of being whisked away somewhere and a rooftop dinner, and I don't know, anything, but just being with the person.
And on the back of a white horse, I picture that.
Yeah. White horse,
Okay.
yep.
Seemed like it.
As long as they weren't hurt, the horse.
Well, the horse would be fine.
Yeah.
Loves it.
Yeah.
If you could pick 3 things to be stranded on an island with, what would they be?
Oh, God. I guess an iPhone, because then you have everything.
Yeah.
I don't know about the service on an island. Let's assume you have service, a phone, food, and music. But if you want me to get more specific.
Is there a person that would have to be there with you?
Oh.
I don't know.
Maybe that man that we've been talking about.
Let's just get, that man that we've been talking about morning. Yes, or someone that makes me laugh. Would be good.
All right, last thing. It's one of our favorite questions. Creamy or crunchy peanut butter? High stakes here.
Creamy.
Boom!
But I love crunchy too. I love food, so either.
Thank
You're
you so
a
much.
crunchy guy?
Yeah, such a crunchy gal.
I think I
about even?
Creamy's ahead. Thank you for being here. So good to see you.
Thanks for having
You
me.
can catch Kelen Coleman in Very Valentine. It premieres Saturday, June 8th on Lifetime. Check it out.
Yay!
Here.
You will get through this, ma'am. By his hand.
What's left of it.
Ooh. dearie. The Handmaid's Tale is back. The first 3 episodes of season 3 are streaming now on Hulu. We watched, and let me tell you, they do not disappoint.
But we want to know what else season 3 has in store for us, so we caught up with one of the show's stars, Amanda Brugel, and she gave us the details, at least as many as she could give without giving it all away.
This season's interesting because I think a lot of people, the first couple of seasons, they were saying how hard it was to watch and that it was very down and depressing. And while this season, it's The Handmaid's Tale, so it does have dark moments. I do find that there's such a thread of hope and light and fortitude throughout the entire season, especially the end is the most hopeful of ends of like any show I've really seen. So I would say light and hope, and then the unification of different relationships. You see my character form a really beautiful bond with Serena Joy this year, and then there are other characters that form unlikely bonds. So it's hopeful this year.
So it ends on a really hopeful note.
The most hopeful note. I know, I want to tell you guys so much.
A little bit.
Yeah, as hopeful as that show can be. Now, we already know that the Handmaid's Tale cast is super close off camera, but you'll never guess their favorite ways to unwind together. Take a look.
Gossip, The Bachelor, Bachelorette. We can't get enough.
Good territory right here.
Yeah. Really, yes.
What do we think of Hannah B? Hannah Beast, how's she
Listen,
doing?
Hannah Beast, love her. Some of the guys, I'm not going to name names because I don't want to hate mail. What are they thinking with the casting? Like, I just mean, come on. Oh my goodness.
Are you surprised at how like all into him she is?
Yes, but no. Yes, but because you know there's going to be a little turn at the end. You know that there's going to be, I'm hoping. Do you guys know something?
No. I don't know. No? I think there's going to be a turn, but I feel like you think that.
Well, with Luke P,
go all the way.
it seems like he's going to be around a long time. I don't think he's going to win, but I think she just really wants the fantasy suite with him.
It's because of the chemistry.
The chemistry is undeniable.
But we've all been there. That bad boy, they get you.
Listen, they get you. I know. I just want to go. I want to find a way on that set and have her sit down. I think she should have a lunch with all the Handmaid girls and be like, listen, you don't want this to be Gilead. I'm not comparing Luke P to Gilead. I'm just saying it's close.
Okay, gossip, Bachelor, Bachelorette, anything else?
We make dances. All of us have made our individual, like the Handmaids made a dance this year. The Marthas made their own dance. The wives made their own dance. Like I cannot believe we get anything serious done because we have way too much fun.
Especially when you have something so serious.
Yeah. I know.
You're gonna need that. Is it actually like a competition between the groups?
Yeah, well, it started off not, and people might say it's not, but it's a competition. It's a hardcore competition.
Which of the groups has the best moves?
The Marthas.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Well, what's the like go-to? What kind of moves are we talking?
I do the, I don't know which this one is. I can't remember this one.
The floss.
Flossing, thank you.
Wait, that's the move that the Marthas are doing? They're killing the floss?
There's a little floss in there. There's a little Boehlke in there. There's a little, listen, guys, we have to have fun. We have to.
Who are you most threatened by? What other group?
What other group?
Yeah,
oh,
in
the
terms
Handmaids.
of their dance. What's that?
The Handmaids.
Yeah,
the Handmaids. The wives are prissy. They're lovely, but that's a little too, like the Handmaids get down.
We have to see video of this.
The thought of all this happening in costume is the most mind-blowing thing.
I know.
No, it's in costume. Yeah. It's unbelievable. And Aunt Lydia leads, I can't
believe that Aunt Lydia is there directing the whole thing. I wish I was on that set to experience it. All right, moving on to this.
Guys, 6-year-old Maury Ballinger had no idea that she would be single-handedly changing the Dayton Consolidated School in Maine with her enrollment, but that's exactly what she did. And it's all because she's hearing impaired. Maury and her mother Shannon join us now. Thank you for being here. It's so good to talk to you. How are you today?
Thank you for having us. We're great.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
Yes.
Hey, Maury, I love that bow, by the way. Let's talk about this, Shannon. As a mom, you're no doubt thinking about all the challenges that your daughter's going to face in school as she gets older and that time comes, how she would communicate with kids who are obviously not hearing impaired, how that would go. It turns out the school had already prepared for your daughter's arrival. Tell us what they did.
Yes, so the teachers took it upon themselves to learn sign language. They put posters all throughout the school in the hallways, showing signs for different things and terms. They have hearing assistive equipment, like an FM system in place for her. Yeah, so they put a lot of things in place and got ready for her.
Yeah, and so as you learned that that was all happening, what did it mean to you that the school embraced your daughter in such a big way?
Really meant a lot that they would accept her as she is and embrace her and support her and just have all the kids join in. She looks forward to going to school and that makes me happy.
Maury has a lot to say there. The big moment, by the way, That would make anyone excited. A Cinderella who knows sign language came to the school in honor of Maury. I wonder for you, Maury, if you were happy to see Cinderella. Were you surprised?
Were you happy to see Cinderella?
Yeah.
It was really happy and exciting.
Oh, big hugs. Yeah. Hi. Hi. Can I give you a little, Maury, I'm gonna sign. You ready? Here we go. J-E-R-E-M-Y.
Hi.
Hi. Let me ask her this as well. If she was surprised, Maury, that the other kids in class could also use sign language, that had to feel pretty good, right?
Daddy.
Maury, were you happy your friends signed with you at school? Your friends signed with you at school. Are you happy? Does that make you happy? Yes.
Yeah.
No.
You want some milk?
Okay, yeah, I understand that. I understand. And what do you think for you, Shannon, as you know, she comes home from school that first day, and you realize that the experience was hopefully a good one. It seems that it would have been. How did you feel about that? What did she say to you, or what was her response to that first day at school?
She's thankfully always very happy when she comes home, and she's always very happy to go to school. Hold on just a minute. Yes, just wait. So to see her come back that first day and really every day since then, to be happy and look forward and have her friends just means a lot to us. You're hungry.
Me too. Hey, Shannon, what were some of the words that Maury has maybe taught some of her classmates and that they've maybe shared together?
Sure, she knows line up, stop, yes, no. She did lots of food terminology, cheese, milk, bananas.
Yeah.
All her animals.
Oh,
she likes to sign the alphabet and colors and sing songs with her classmates.
Let's talk about this. As a parent, I've found as a parent, it's helpful to have other parents who understand what you're going through as your child grows up. I would imagine that perhaps there have been moments along the way where you've maybe felt alone in your journey with Maury. Has that happened? What's been the biggest challenge for you?
Yeah, so learning about Maury and her hearing loss when she was 1 was really difficult. She has a rare genetic condition that resulted in that hearing loss. And so we really felt alone. It was hard to kind of learn where we could find the best resources for us and to support us. And thankfully, Dayton Consolidated and other organizations that we work with have been so great and supportive. And the parents and of her classmates have been so welcoming and kind. Okay, bless you. Yeah, so it's been a difficult journey with us for sure, but we have a lot of support. We have a lot of great friends and family. So that helps a lot.
Yeah. And a final thing, and we'll let you go. I know you have a lot to get to. What would you say to other parents who maybe are going through a similar situation, that feel a bit isolated, feel like they don't know where to turn?
Well, definitely always keep the lines of communication open with your friends and family. Talk to your schools, your principals, your superintendents. Facebook has a lot of great resources and groups out there for you. So just open communication and, don't be afraid to ask for help.
Bye.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you taking time. Maury, I love that hair bow. You're delightful. We really appreciate it. You guys have a great day.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Maury is so cute. What a cute little bow, inspiring story. All right, we're taking one last look at our People poll. We've been asking which Handmaid's Tale group you think would win a dance battle. So let's see what you guys are saying. You're saying the Handmaids, but Amanda was here and said maybe the Marthas.
But
we're gonna have to see that tape.
She is a Martha, though. So
yeah,
she's probably biased.
She's a little biased,
right?
I feel like they're gonna release that video though, and we can see it. And
we need to see the tapes. We will be the judges of all this.
And then you can do the floss because you're always so excited about doing that. All right, we will be asking you a new question of the day tomorrow, so tune in for that.
Coming up tomorrow as well, guys, Carrie Preston will be here live. Her show Claws is back for season 3, and the lives of those manicurists are more dramatic than ever before, if you can believe it.
Plus, the CMT Awards are tonight in Nashville, hosted by Little Big Town. We're bringing you all the highlights and the big winners. Thanks for watching. For now, we leave you with one last thing from Storm Reid. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Hi, I'm Storm Reid, and this is one last thing. The last time I treated myself was probably buying myself a new pair of shoes. That's how I treat myself, so yeah. The last song I jammed out to was probably a Rihanna song. We have the aux cord in our car, so Rihanna song. And the last thing I Googled was this place called Republic of Booza. It's like an ice cream place in Brooklyn that I was trying to get to. They have like this stretchy ice cream, which I find so fascinating, and I won't be able to get to this trip, but next time I'm going to the Republic of Booza.